It's New Year's Eve and I've got a craving for some wings. The rest of the family loves wings too, so let's do it tonight. Unfortunately, the Bearcats are down. Not looking great for them right now, but who knows? A lot of football left to be played, and I definitely would like to see the Bearcats beat the Crimson Tide. So anyway, let's get our wings going. Okay, so we're going to do some chicken wings tonight, and I wasn't thinking when I got these ready. These were whole wings that I cut into parts, which I don't mind doing at all. You can certainly buy the flats and the drums separately. So I removed the wing tips and put those in the freezer for some stock at some point, and then just broke the drum and the flat apart, just used a cleaver and cut them. I've had them in the refrigerator for about 4 hours uncovered, and I've added some salt. So sort of like starting a dry brine, but honestly, that should go overnight. But I just didn't have the time, didn't think about wings until late in the game. So it is what it is. We are going to smoke, then fry these. So I'm going to get them ready for the smoker. And I'm using a new seasoning I have. It's Uncle Steve's Shake brand. And this is the spicy version, which it's not all that spicy. I just tried it. I think it'll go great on wings. And it doesn't seem to be that salt prominent, which is good because I've already salted these wings. So I'm just going to shake some of this all over them. That dry brining really helps crisp the skin up. But I'm not super worried about that just because we are going to fry these also. So I think the skin will crisp up well enough on its own. And we're going to use some sauce too. So for that reason, I'm not super worried about how I season these now. I just want to get a little something on them for them to hit the smoker. I have the smoker set on 225. We're using the pellet cooker, the Fast Eddie's, my newest one that I'm using all the time these days. And this rack that I've moved in actually is an extra you can buy for the Cook Shack Fast Eddie's PG 500 that fits right in place of the regular rack. So it's almost like a chicken rack mesh that you can do, you know, things like fish so it won't fall through. I'm going to use them for chicken. Now that I think about it, I probably should have, in fact, I'm going to do that real fast. Even though I've got a few of these down already, I'm going to just give this a spray so in general things won't stick. And that'll do. Not a big deal. So I'm just going to get these put into place. I tell you what, I will finish that and meet you out at the smoker here in just a couple of minutes. See you in a few. Okay, so we're going to get these wings on. Again, I've got this rack specifically made for things like wings and fish. Fits right in the place of the normal rack, which it's, you know, got the grates about the width as a normal grate would. I almost knocked my camera over, so pardon my confusion here. So we're just going to sit it down in there. Got the smoker set on 225. It is not quite up to temperature yet, but we will monitor it and probably check on these in about, I'd say 45 minutes. So we will see you then. By the way, I'm planning to smoke these until they hit about 160-ish internal, and then I'm going to do them the rest of the way in the fryer inside. So we'll bring you in for that for sure. Wings can go high, so 165 would be like chicken breasts, so you don't dry it out. Wings you can take up to 175, 180, 185. In fact, I think they're better that way. So we'll pull these off from the smoker when they hit around 160, 165, and then get them in to the fryer. We'll see you soon. Okay, so it's going to be a Killer Hogs sauce kind of night. I'm going to use two different kinds of How to Barbecue Right Killer Hogs hot sauce. Actually, one hot sauce and one barbecue sauce. So I'm just gonna empty the rest of this bottle in there, and I think this is my last one, so I guess I'm gonna be getting online soon. We really like this hot sauce. It's more flavor than heat. And then I'm gonna use the rest of this bottle of Killer Hogs The barbecue sauce. So I hope I'm getting that in the camera. There we go. And I'm using a much bigger pan than I really need to, just because I might want to throw the wings in and toss them around a little bit with the lid on. And we'll probably leave some wings unsauced too. So next I'm gonna drop in a half a stick of butter. We often get this, get our butter in half sticks, which is convenient. So I'm just gonna drop that in there. I've got the heat on low and we're just gonna let this percolate. I've got a spoon ready to stir around. Last thing I'm gonna add, and I forgot to get it out, if I can find it. Here we go. Is I've got some roasted garlic paste. So I like a little garlic and wing sauce. And so I'm just gonna drop a little bit in. That might be a couple of teaspoons, something like that. And that's it. So we're gonna get this stirred up and just let it go. I'll taste it after it heats up, see if it needs anything else, but I think this will probably be good as is. So we will see you soon. Okay, these are all done. They're all temping 165 to 173 that I've checked, which is perfect. I'm gonna get a pan and get these inside, and then we'll move on to the next step, and pretty soon we'll be eating wings. So we will see you back shortly, probably in the kitchen at the fryer. Okay, so here are the wings right off the smoker. They look great. The PG 500 did really well, but let's move on to the next step. Okay, so the wings are already cooked to temperature. So we're only, and when I say to temperature, I mean 165. So we're only gonna put these in for a couple of minutes to crisp them up, hopefully really nicely. Because we don't really need to cook them. But the nice thing about wings is they're safe to eat at 165, but they're great to eat at 180 or 185, in my opinion. They hold up well to those higher temperatures, whereas like a chicken breast would totally dry out by those temperatures. So I don't want to crowd these too much, but I want to try to fit in as many as possible, so I only have to do a couple of, probably 3 batches here. So this is probably going to be about it here, and I might even be dreaming about this. There we go. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It looks like I got about 14 wings in. So we're just going to drop this down in. Put the lid on. And let them go just a couple of minutes. And then I'm going to pull them out and use the tongs to take them out and put them right back on the cookie sheet and put the next batch in. So I won't keep you here for all of this. This is going to be a little bit longer video anyway, but you'll see all of them when we're done. Okay, so we're done frying up our wings. A couple of minutes at the most on each batch, and they turned out great. I'll just pick one up here and get it in the camera. So we're just going to put them in this bowl. I sort of changed how I decided to sauce the wings. There's a little bit of puddled grease in this pan. I don't think it'll all drip out or pour out, but I really am going to pick these up 1 or 2 at a time just to make sure, because I don't want a ton of oil in this bucket. I did try one, I have to admit, without the sauce, and they're really good. There's something about the smoky flavor from the cooker and the texture that the frying gives it. It's just the perfect combination for wings as far as I'm concerned. There are so many different ways you can do these. I'm going to do another wing video here down the road, and we'll do something a little different. But for now, these are good. I've got my sauce mixture here, which was that combination of barbecue sauce, butter, and hot sauce. And I'm just going to pour that over the wings. I don't want to make them too messy, and I'll leave some sauce in case we want to dip. And then I'm just going to put this lid on. And you want to hold it down when you do this because the steam will build up. And you don't want the lid to pop off and sling sauce everywhere and then just burp it. And those are looking pretty good. So we're going to get these on the cutting board, and we'll bring you back and we'll try one, and then we will go eat wings here on New Year's Eve at BuQeye Barbecue. Okay, so there's our pile of wings. We're going to dole these out for the BuQeye Barbecue crew. I am going to try one real quick. I'm not going to do it on camera just because I'm in a hurry, frankly. So let's give it a try. Like I said, so good. The texture from the frying, the flavor from the smoking, the sauce is so good. I love a spicy barbecue sauce, and this isn't too spicy. My family has already tried it, and it's not too spicy for them, but really good. So like I said, there's 1,000 different ways to do wings. We'll do another way sometime soon. But this is one of my favorite foods, to be honest with you. And wing joints around here are just really inconsistent. We don't have anybody that's great, and even the ones that are good sometimes aren't always good. So doing them at home is a great option. I would encourage you to try your hand at doing some wings sometime. Happy New Year from BuQeye Barbecue, and as always, if you don't mind subscribing to the channel, it's a big help to me and I appreciate it very much. Thanks, and have a great 2022.